Hi, I'm Dave with JDS Sign Supply, here today with Rick Hatton, Business Development Manager, Banner Ups by Budnick. Rick, thanks for joining us. Talking about banner finishing tapes and all the products that go into making banners look good and stay strong for a long time. JDS Sign Supply has a number of products in this category, so I'm going to turn it over to you to walk us through what's available and when you would use these products.
Okay, sounds good. Well, for most sign shops, banners is a staple. It's something they're doing every day, every week. And so the traditional way of making a banner like that involves using a double-sided tape, banner hem tape, which is then applied to all around the edge of the banner and folded over, like so. And once that happens, you've got your hem usually done on all four sides. And then the next step in the process is to take a grommet machine like this, and you load a grommet and a washer in there, and then of course you're going to apply your grommet. So that's the traditional method. Mm-hmm. But at Banner Ups, we live in we think a better world, where we've come up with a better solution for that.
Before we go too far on that, walk us through the tapes that you've got there. So you put down the double-sided tape. That is going to be TigerTape, mm-hmm. correct? Tell us a little. Can you give us the specifications on the TigerTape?
Sure. So TigerTape is our standard product, and it's a double-sided adhesive, super strong adhesive. Great, not just for banners, but for a lot of types of applications where you just need a good quality double-sided tape. But JDS also carries the CodaPro. The difference between the two, the TigerTape is a 36-yard roll. The CodaPro is a 72-yard roll, so you get more on the roll. But both excellent quality tapes.
Fantastic. Okay.
So the other way, or newer way that to do it, is with Banner Up tabs. So Banner Ups are pressure-sensitive adhesive tabs that take the place of a grommet. A lot of people will look at a metal grommet and think that that's very, very strong. But the reality is, when that gets in the wind, here's a typical banner material with a grommet, and with our tab, when the wind starts blowing, the grommet can rip right out. And that's because the grommet focuses all of that wind load in a small area. The Banner Up tab is just so much stronger because it's spreading the force over a larger area. So probably something like double to triple the strength of a grommet, but that's not the reason people use it. The real reason people use it is because they're so easy to use. So literally, in the time that it takes you to load a grommet and a washer into a grommet press, you can peel and stick that tab, punch a hole, insert your rope, and you're ready to go. So much, much faster.
So you talk about the time saving when you're putting the banner together, you're finishing the banner. Mm-hmm. I would imagine you're also saving time because you're not going to have the instances of people calling to say, my banner ripped free, I need you to fix it.
Exactly.
So it's a win at the beginning and it's a win later, right?
Exactly, yeah. It's very common for us to hear from customers that tremendous winds went through their area and their Banner Up banners held up great. Mm-hmm. So that's, now when you do get into larger banners, it's important to add some additional reinforcement. For that, we have another innovative and alternative solution called PowerTape. So PowerTape's not a double-sided tape, it's a single-sided tape. So it only has adhesive on one side, but we make it of a super strong film that's as strong really as the banner media. So the way you use that is, first step, put the tabs on at the corners and along the edges. We have for that, the product that I've demonstrated here is called Bravo tabs. It's kind of a good one-size-fits-all. It's a square tab so that you can use it at the corners or along the edges. But again, when you get into larger banners, and by that I'm going to say 5-6 feet or over, particularly for outdoor use, you're going to first want to use additional tabs along the edges and at the corners, and then on the back side you can just lay this PowerTape down just like adhesive tape. It's very easy. You don't need to do any folding, right? So no grommeting and no folding. And then again, after you lay it down, you just punch the hole and you're ready to go. So we have this product available in white and also in clear. So, again, same application, pretty much the same strength. The clear is available because if you're doing a double-sided banner, you don't necessarily want to see a white stripe on the back, right? The other thing is the clear is great for mesh. because mesh banners, you can see they're translucent, so this is less visible on a mesh banner.
Do you give up any strength when you go to the clear?
No, they're essentially equal in strength. There are slight differences between the two. The white PowerTape is a little stiffer and boardier. The good thing about that, some people like that. They like that stiffer, boardier feel. On the other hand, the clear is a little bit more flexible, a little more flexible, and some people like that too, particularly when you go to roll the banner up. One of the problems with banners that are made with the traditional method is when you use a double-sided hem tape and you go to roll that up, you know, you're going to get a lot of wrinkling along the edge, and sometimes it persists when you unroll it.
Right.
PowerTape tends to do less of that. You'll still get a little, but much less than you would. So, but as I say, they're functionally the same. And strength-wise, they're the same. Just slight differences between the two that people have preferences one way or the other.
Okay, so one last question I'd like to ask you. You showed us the PowerTabs, but then we have PolyTabs. What is the difference, and when would you use something from this big roll?
Right. So the PolyTabs come in packs of 100 and then cases of 500. So this is going to be like the standard product. The PolyTab is a smaller tab, and it's a lighter duty tab, but it's still very strong, still as strong or stronger than a grommet. The nice thing about this is the cost is much lower. So this is for people who are using high volumes and generally speaking smaller banners. So this comes on a roll of 2,000. So obviously it's less expensive because A, the size of the tab, and B, the packaging is so much less. And every 4 tabs, it's perforated, right? So we sell this to people who will do no finishing. They'll just print off high volumes of banners, roll up the tabs, ship them, and the customers will install them themselves. So from that standpoint, they get out of any finishing cost. One other product that that I wanted to talk about was the MegaTape in the tape line. Sometimes you'll have customers who are used to seeing a folded tape, and so they may prefer not to use the single-sided tape because you don't have a folded hem. If that's the case, we also have this product, which is MegaTape. So MegaTape is made with the same film as the clear PowerTape, only it does have adhesive on both sides. So you would be folding a hem with the MegaTape. The advantage, as I say, if customers want a folded hem, you get the best of both worlds. You've got the folded hem, but you also have the super strength. The other thing that adds is that when you make a banner with MegaTape and with the tabs, you are making the strongest banner that can possibly be made. So MegaTape is great for the toughest wind conditions, and that's where people also use it.
So I know you and I trust you, but you've also done some wind tunnel testing. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. We've done laboratory testing, we've done tensile testing. The MegaTape shows up dramatically stronger on that. Because if you think about it, you have not only the tape and the tabs, but you've got a double layer of the banner media, and that's where all that strength comes from. We've done wind tunnel tests where the MegaTape banner has withstood over 100-mile-an-hour winds. So it's definitely the strongest way to make a banner. So if that's what you're looking for, the MegaTape is the way to go.
Fantastic. Ricky, thanks so much for walking us through a lot of different options, but I think you really laid it out logically so that it's going to be easier for people to find the right tape for the situation they have on that particular job. If you have any more questions, check us out online or call the number below. Thanks for watching.